Okay, well, this is part two of, I guess, an ongoing series here regarding the reality that the King Kong spider the spider in King Kong has always been in the film. It's just been hard to see. Well, I guess we're going to start off here. I'm going to try to help a lot of people. Some people are having trouble seeing here what is here, seeing the spider. So let's just start like with what is in this frame capture right here. Okay, now what we see here, there's it looks like there's part of a inside. This is a part of the canyon, I guess. That it looks like there's a wall here and there's a crevice inside here, and this wall comes down. Looks like it comes back. Then it starts coming back up, and the wall continues a little bit. And then back in here, this is the inside of the wall. Looks like on the other side, a crevice. And then behind all of that, there's another crevice, as you can see, in between here. And back in there, down on the bottom here, you can see the spider right here. This is the part of the body right in there. It's really hard to tell because it's shadowy. And these things here, like this pointed rock sticking up from the floor of the canyon, along with this wall in the back of this front crevice. It's obscuring what is here, and actually you can see right there. That's one of the that's one of the eyes, and right over here that's the other eye. This is the mouth area of the spider, and you can see actually the leg coming out here. One of the front legs. That I guess this would be actually the right leg of the spider coming to our left, and you can see the joint here, and it comes down, and then it looks like it starts to bend a little bit, but then it disappears behind this rock that's right here, this flat rock wall. And then behind that leg, well, you can't really see behind it, but you can see from here there's another leg that's stretching all the way right down there. It's coming right out there. So I know it's difficult to see, but we're going to help you through this with some other versions of this picture. Okay, in this image, what I did was I inverted the color, and as you can see, all that rock wall is all like almost white. You can see, but look at the texture of the object that I'm talking about back here. You can see. Okay, back. This is the, that one leg going out that way. This is the other leg. You can see it bend right here and then disappear behind this rock. This is the facial area. You can see one eye there, another eye there, and this is the mouth area. But look at the texture here. Now, in the next image you're going to see, I'm going to actually take some liberties. I'm going to actually draw, like if these, like try to illustrate what you would see if it wasn't for these rock walls blocking the scenery. Now, in this picture here, what you're seeing is I inverted the color around the area where the spider is, and then I drew this part to show, what would be there if these rock walls weren't in the way, and what you would see. And as you can see, the parts where I drew right here, right, this connects. This completes the puzzle. I mean, you can see here the mouth. I mean, this look at the texture. Actually, this is this. No, I didn't do this part here. You can see. Look at the texture. The difference between the texture of this object here and the rock walls. That dominates that entire canyon floor for the most part. And you can see that there's you can see a line here that represents one of the eyes. And then another line there represents the other eye, and it's the mouth area. Again, you can see this leg coming down, and then I just continue drawing. Like if these rock walls were there, this is likely what you would see. I'm not exactly sure what direction the leg was going. It's just my interpretation. It's very crude, I understand. I'm not the best artist, but this is what you would likely see. And then you can see this other leg going over here. Now, in this image, I inverted it back to what it was, this image, and you can see, I mean, you could even see better now. You can see much more clearly the eyes here, one eye there, another eye there. You can see the leg coming out, and of course, this is my artistry, which isn't that good, but at the same time, it does help illustrate, what we would see if these rock walls weren't here, and it gives you an idea of the placement of this spider puppet. And of course, you can see the other leg, the one side leg, stretching out over here. I think this image here, says it all. It makes a lot of, it helps make sense of what we're seeing there. Now, just a little background. I didn't know what I was looking at when I first. Well, I guess it was close to 10 years ago around when the DVD was coming out. I didn't understand what I was seeing at first, and it took. I thought it might have been a root, or I couldn't really tell what I saw, but I knew there was something there. I just didn't know what. And then it just struck me one day. It's the spider. This is the spider, and it's. I know it's difficult to. It's actually hard to believe. I mean, you think that over all these years that somebody would have noticed it to this point, but it was hidden pretty well in the back of this canyon for this scene. And I guess I guess one of the ideas, what might have happened. My idea is that maybe when the decision was made that they weren't going to include the spider pit sequence, and they had to reshoot the puppets landing on the floor of the canyon. I guess maybe whether it was Obi, or maybe Obi felt bad for Delgado, who spent a lot of time putting that spider model together, and decided just to throw it back in the corner here, where hardly anybody ever, actually nobody ever noticed it really until all these years later. And that's just a theory. Who knows? Maybe it could have been anyone, working on the project. Could have been Cooper, could have been Cooper. Could have been Delgado. Somebody insisted. I mean, this would have been a lot of work to put this thing together. I mean, just like some of the other models that they made. But who knows? But this spider is certainly there. But actually, I do plan on putting together another video. I'm going to try to put a definitive video together, but I'm just putting this one together for now, just to help show some people who are having trouble seeing this spider puppet. Again, thank you for your time.